It is true iOS 16 is a better version of iOS 15 in the sense that it offers a better user experience. But Apple advises users not to install the iOS 16 beta on their primary devices. Because it is still at its developmental stage, users might face challenges such as Face ID problems, Wi-Fi issues, bugs, etc. However, if you have already installed it on your device, that's not the end of the world. This video will show you how to downgrade iOS 16 to iOS 15. Stay glued. Why downgrade? The latest iPhone operating system, iOS 16, is yet to be released. What's available now for Apple developers and interested individuals is the beta versions, the developer beta, and the public beta. The iOS 16 public beta was released on July 11, 2022. A beta iOS version is what Apple uses to test new operating systems before stable ones are released. iOS 16 beta equally offers all of the best iPhone features, such as an ability to switch your lock screen, an ability to edit a message even 15 minutes after sending it, and even has a live activities feature. As said by Craig Federighi, Apple's Vice President of Software Engineering, the live activities feature helps you to control what's happening in real time right from your lock screen.
Live activities make it easier to stay on top of things that are happening in real time. And now with live activities, the now playing controls can expand to a full screen view that celebrates album art while you listen along.
However, because the iOS 16 beta is still developing, you will likely face abnormal battery drain, Face ID problems, Wi-Fi issues, etc. As such, Apple does not encourage users to download the iOS 16 beta on their primary devices. If you prefer to revert to iOS 15, you must go through the right process to get the iOS 15 file. If not, you're likely to face similar bug issues. We discuss the right process to get your iOS 15 file later in the video. Stay tuned. Backing up. We'll give you a couple of Apple's tips and tricks in a minute, but before that, let's ensure your data is securely backed up. To do this, click on Settings. Then, head to the iCloud section, click on iCloud, and then iCloud Backup. Make sure it's turned on. You'll have to tap on Backup now to make sure your recent data is backed up as well. When was the last time you lost an important document or data because you forgot to back it up? Please share your experience with us in the comments section. Continuing from where we paused, head back to the Settings page again. Locate and tap on Find My. Next, click on Find My iPhone and ensure it's turned off. You'll have to enter your Apple ID password to turn it off. Now you'll want to reset all your settings. This is because some iOS 16 settings might not be the same on iOS 15 and could cause some bugs. To do this, go back to your general settings and locate and tap on Transfer or Reset iPhone. Now tap on Reset, then on Reset All Settings. The next step is to open your iTunes or Finder. Make sure it is the latest version. Connect your iPhone to your Mac PC using a USB device. Make sure your phone is unlocked. From there, locate your iPhone and click on Backup Now. This ensures that you don't lose any data when you downgrade. However, note that despite the backup, Apple does not allow new iOS versions to restore data to older ones. This means that you should lose all your data when you revert to iOS 15. However, there is a way around this. We discuss that later on in the video. Don't blink. Download iOS 15. At the WWDC 2021, Craig Federighi states that the new iOS 15 voice isolation feature can distinguish unwanted sounds, block out the ambient noise, and prioritizes your voice so that it comes through crystal clear. It also can use Face ID while wearing a mask and several others. These are just a few tips and tricks you could do with your Apple iOS 15 devices. To download iOS 15, type ipsw.me in your browser. Locate and click on your phone model. Make sure you download the signed version, which is marked in green. This is because it is the type approved by Apple and is most likely to work. Once the iOS 15 file is downloaded, you'll want to click on the Restore iPhone, because the only way to downgrade your iOS from 16 to 15 is by restoring it. The restoring process can be done in two ways depending on the type of machine you're using. If you're using the Mac to downgrade, Press the Option key on your keyboard while you click on Restore simultaneously. If you're using a Windows PC, hold the Shift button and the Restore button simultaneously. Locate and open the iOS 15 IPSW file you downloaded. There will be a prompt asking you if you want to restore. Click on Restore. This will reboot and restore your iPhone to iOS 15. There you go. You're back to iOS 15.
Exciting!
Now set up your device just like how you set up a new device, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will help you answer all your tech questions. Restore your data. Now you're back to iOS 15, but you'll notice that your old data and apps are not reflected. What you'll then want to do is to restore your data. But note that Apple does not allow users to do this from a newer version to an older one. For instance, if your data is backed up on iOS 16, you cannot get them back when you switch to iOS 15. Luckily, there is a way around it. To do this, press and hold the Window and R keys simultaneously to open the Run window. Then type in %user profile %, click OK. Locate Apple and Mobile Sync, and then open the backup folder. You should see the backup you already created. Locate and open info.p.list at the lower bottom. Next, press the Ctrl and F keys to launch the search tool. Search for product. Just below it, you should find a column named String 16.0 String. What you want to do is to change it from String 16.0 String to String 15.0 String, and then save it. Now head back to your iTunes, click on Restore Backup, and choose the backup we just modified. This will restore all your previous data to your device. So now you have downgraded from iOS 16 beta to a stable iOS 15, and simultaneously, with all your previous data intact.
Thrilled.
So, if you have tested the iOS 16 beta and think it's time to revert to iOS 15, it is possible and quite simple. You might also want to check out our other videos on how to downgrade from iOS 15 to iOS 14. See you next time.